So, Mr. Moses, before you got interrupted by the rains, you were explaining on insurance. Is your crop insured, or are your farming activities insured?
Okay, right. So yeah, so if I recall, yeah, so my current crop, okay,
Yes.
product on the ground right now is not insured.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's one aspect that we indigenous farmers we really need to to get into the culture of insuring our activities.
Yes.
Yeah, I do know some of them. Some of my colleagues have started, in especially the tobacco farmers.
Yes.
Especially like aspects of hailstorm.
Yes.
I mean, like now this year you're seeing we've got excessive rains, so that can, cause crop damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So at the current moment, I've not insured, and it's something that really I need now to really look into and adapt. That way, you do know that the much investment that you're putting into a business practice is safeguarded. Yeah. We need. I think what I'm also seeing that is we seem not to be having much information or much training imparted to local farmers, be it small scale, especially most of the small scale for farmers. Some of them they don't even know about insuring
On the crops.
their crops. Yeah,
Okay.
crops maybe the big commercial farmers they do know that, but maybe times they're going to the banks
Yes.
for loans and stuff.
Yes. Yes.
And maybe the banks as a prerequisite to ask insurance for the loan.
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe, but the small scale farmers, I don't know what can happen so that we are contagious about all aspect of
Insurance.
insurance because we don't know about it.
Yes.
Really. If we do know, it's one or two there, but all the small guys, the guy who's doing half a hectare of tobacco, they've got a head of tobacco. To him, it's like, so what if it, if it gets rained,
Then
it's
or
just a
ruined,
quarter of
yeah.
hectare. In as much as it's everything to him,
Yes.
but they see it's small. Okay.
Okay.
But I think that whole culture of wanting to show, we really need
To
a
be
lot of help. I don't know which entities or which can go out there and really
educate farmers.
educate. Yes. Yeah.
All right. All right. That's okay. Um, when it comes to paying for your products that you purchase in your activities, for example, the maybe the agrochemicals, other bills, etc. Um, do you strictly use cash? Do you use electronic payments? Uh, which systems do you predominantly use?
Okay. I mostly I've been using electronic payments,
Okay.
mainly my swipe.
All right.
Okay. Simply because for accountable purposes,
Okay.
it's easy for me to reconcile my
Okay.
bank statement. Okay, and yes, in as much as yes, I have adopted a culture of really filing all the little receipts.
Yes.
But at
Yes.
times you can easily do a recall,
Electronical
or you
recon,
take a
yes.
statement. You see this shop so much. This went for. Yeah, yeah. So it's been mainly. So really, you said most of my purchases are electronically
Electronic.
done. Yeah.
Okay.
90%,
90%.
10% will be even fuel.
Okay.
Even my fuel, I will try to swipe my fuel.
Swipe for it
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, so that I can keep a trace. Yeah, I will only use my cash for my labor for wages.
Wages, all right.
Yeah,
All right.
that's basically times we hire labor. They come to work for a day or two.
2 years.
So you can just cash them out quickly. Yeah,
All right.
mostly my purchases are electronic.
Electronically. Okay. Okay. Do you get any credit financing from banks, institutions, government organizations? Have you ever benefited from any loan facilities from any institutions?
No, okay, fine. I've been farming for probably for here in Kaura. This will be like my third year.
Okay.
Yes, I've never received any financing. Okay,
Okay.
fine. And then fine. I even started farming in Middle South Beach, Panga in 2007.
Yes.
Even up to now, okay, I've managed to grow organically, purchased my farming equipment organically. Like I do small. I save up the money. I pay. I buy this equipment. I buy these carros, 2 tractors.
Yes.
Home sprays, without getting any loans from the bank or agro. Yes, the one time that I think last year when I banked with CBZ.
Okay.
Okay, I just asked, listen, was they had a program,
Okay.
agro business.
Yeah, Command Agro.
You want
Yes, financing.
so I was just eager to find out how it works.
All right.
And the one thing that they say that they say, listen, we only give loans and financial assistance to people with irrigation.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. We're talking of proper center people irrigation,
Right.
because they also want to make sure their investment is also assured.
Yes.
That it will work.
It will work.
Yeah.
Okay.
So where I am right now, there is no irrigation. Yeah,
Alright.
it's just open field. Yes, I've got a bore here and there. Okay, for my horticulture.
Yes.
Yeah, but if you really want to go commercial, you need a proper 10, 15, 20 hectares of irrigation under irrigation.
Okay.
So they'll say it's a starting point is irrigation. You don't have irrigation, we can't
It's not a
entertain
starting
you.
point.
Yeah. So with that, for me, like okay. So I've grown, whatever that we harvest previous year, we put aside, we buy our inputs for next year. And that's how it is.
That's how we have been
Yeah.
progressing.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. No, that's good. That's good. In the event that there is credit financing from us as your suppliers, would you be interested to participate or to take up any facility that would be available?
Definitely, it would be good, because I think the main bottleneck, or the main stressing factor with farmers is inputs.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. I do know that on the tobacco side, there are contractual agreements between the small scale tobacco farmers
Yes.
and the tobacco the tobacco contracting companies. Yeah, and that involves small farmers without irrigation as well.
Yes.
Yeah, they are using the same rains that a
maize
maize
farmer
farmer is.
is
Yeah,
using.
so there's no reason why a thing, summer cropping food company should not be able to engage
Yes.
with the same kind of like business model, whereby they can say, okay, fine, farmer so and so, so we'll give you inputs for 5 hectares.
Yes.
Okay, 20 Ds, and then of course now probably there might be a need for that company to, like the tobacco guys, how
Yes.
everything is
Monitored.
is monitored to
Yes.
the delivery.
Yes.
So I don't know how that can be, but I feel it would assist, because the times now, the rains come, I'm short of 2 3 bags. I have to
Yes.
scratch where I'm gonna get the cash. But if you have got a partner that can easily say, if here's so many bags of this, then we know we're good.
All right.
So definitely it's something that, if it's introduced, we would participate.
Okay. To what extent, if you are to access the facility of you getting inputs on credit, for example, fertilizer, agrochemicals, and equipment, how would they help your operations? Would they allow you to expand? Would it ease on your cash flows? To what extent would it enhance your operations?
It will definitely go a long way, because at times, you I always feel that, of course, due diligence has to be done to who is kind of like should get such facilities. Yeah,
Yes.
you people must have some track records of some sort.
Yes.
Okay, of what they've been doing. We keep records as farmers. This year I did this, I managed to do this. Year I did. Yeah, so definitely, when to a very huge extent, those inputs would help manage cash flow and would help expand. Right now, okay, where I am right now, the space that was arable was about 30 hectares.
Okay.
But the whole of last year, I managed to report a new field altogether,
Okay.
20 hectares.
20 hectares.
Yeah. So at a cost of around almost $10,000. Yeah. So that money should have helped a long way if it is just gonna be buying
The one
inputs. Yeah. But
inputs, yes.
the whole year ended up paying diesel, ripping trees, creating arable space.
Yes.
Yeah. So definitely, if um, it will help us expand.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's good. So, to a great extent, growth with regards to your operations.
It's imminent,
That's how it would.
it goes without saying, definitely.
Okay, okay. Out of interest, Mr. Moses, are you on any mobile applications? For example, WhatsApp, Twitter.
Yes. I am on the social medias.
Okay.
I'm on WhatsApp, emails, Twitter. Yes.
Okay. Would you be interested, for example, to participate like on online purchasing? Let's say if we had a mobile application, would you be, uh, and then also to what extent would it provide in terms of convenience for you?
Definitely 100% convenience.
Okay.
The times I'm turned up at Harare Day at my other workplace, and
Yes.
I'm just wanting to make sure, especially with what culture, whereby every other weekly there's need for chemicals, fertilizers, things that sprays, So definitely at times going online and at the push of a button, making a payment, my guys come collect. Oh God, that would be so convenient.
Okay.
Yeah, so definitely any mobile application to do with purchasing is well much welcomed. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So you won't have issues like trust issues, for example, with no, I've just placed my money in there, will my guys be able to collect their stock? You won't have those
No trust
insecurities.
issues. Yeah,
Okay.
but the fact that we're here and we know you guys operate, and we're a standing relationship with you from you see from the past.
Yes.
So yeah, yes, in as much as yes, we can't eliminate some glitches in technology.
Yes.
Yeah, probably maybe new platforms we might have one or two glitches, but like we're in Zimbabwe.
Yes.
We know things can but we know eventually it will be.
It will come two
Yeah,
together.
yeah,
Yes. Okay. Okay. Mr. Moses, uh, beyond the shopkeeper or the staff that you might come and meet into any agro store and provide you with, for example, the products that you want, the price, the information. Is there any information that you may seek to derive from them when interacting with them?
Okay. No, I think so far all has been good because I think the one thing that we as farmers need is lots of information.
All right.
It's true, lots of convincing,
Yes.
and I think also uh, some another question or other question that probably farmers should be asking you guys is like, uh, how often are you visiting them on the fields?
All right. So
Yeah.
visits are also some things that you would want.
Yes, that you like,
Okay.
like now we know that we've got a bit of excess rains and stuff like that. You should see, okay, fine. It's a bit of a challenge for farmers, okay? Probably after hours or weekends, you guys take a drive, you just don't get stuck in the mud out there in
Yes.
somebody's farm. But, go see so that, the next day when you come back, the next farmer that you're interacting with, the next customer, you are now talking even more with the figure, but you have seen what's happening out there.
Yes, we've
Yeah,
got an appreciation of what's on the
yeah,
ground.
This farmer bought this, he used it, he went to see, came back, challenges at one, two, three. Next farmer, three, four farmers down the road, some will ask about different variety choices for planting, especially on seed,
Yes,
So yeah, so I think probably time allowing and everything, it will be very, very convenient. But I mean, it's those are some of probably the information that we wanted to ask those guys.
yes,
Are you seeing
yes.
how your things are working out there?
Okay, okay, no. Actually, I appreciate the aspect that you've mentioned that coming onto the ground would help for us to appreciate on what's exactly happening on the ground, the issues that you're facing, challenges, etc. as well. Okay. As someone who's into farming, I'm sure day in, day out, you always have, one or two questions lingering in your head. Is there any particular one question which you would want to ask and get an answer from it with regarding to your farming operations? Is there any one particular, whether it's from the economic side, the cropping side, the marketing of it? Do you have any one particular question that you would want?
Okay, fine. I think on the economic side, okay, is the prices of fertilizer are gonna go down because we're at the mercy of you guys.
Yes.
We work on the floor. The price that you give us is just scratching it. Okay, fine. So you have to you now start working backwards.
Yes.
Okay, fine. If the price is so much, which means I can only plant 2 hectares.
Okay.
If the price is so much, then I can only plant 1 hectare. If the price is high, this year I can't even plant because I
Because
can't
you can't
afford
afford.
fertilizer. Yeah. So I don't know what my biggest question is: are we gonna ever get favorable fertilizer prices, which
Prices.
the normal Zimbabwean guy can afford? And also in light, in that same view of fertilizers, we know that as a country, we would want answers like we were a big fertilizer producer.
Yes.
With Synfos. We would save more chemicals for top.
Yes.
Okay, guys, what went wrong? What's wrong?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
do we have to rely on Saudi Arabia? Like, do we have to rely on Ukraine?
Yes.
Do we have to rely on Russia?
Yes.
But we used to supply enough for the region.
For the region.
Yeah. So my biggest question is like, we should be. It's like at some point, I think 3 years back, G were buying commodity at $15, $12.
Yes.
Straight from the shops.
Yes.
Now you guys it's double. Okay, but we do know that the compounds for making the bases
Yes.
for the raw materials are in Zimbabwe. There's no raw there.
Yes.
We would rock phosphate for.
Yes.
So my biggest question is like,
When
when are we going to sort it out? We got raw rock phosphate in Zimbabwe. We got zinc phosphate. The plant is there. We
yes.
got Winwood. The plant is there. We got several chemicals there.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So for me, that's my biggest
Next
question.
question.
As a country whereby you guys, you also meet up with the Ministry of Industry and Commerce.
Yes.
About you see, we can go ahead and because you see, as a country, we see that we are really investing in other things, luxurious stuff, probably even doing roads and big infrastructure stuff. But Zimbabwe is an agricultural country.
Yes.
It was a bread basket of Africa. Why can't we simply make sure we you know
We bring our house to order regarding
yes,
those.
put the house to order.
Yes.
We make sure we secure our food security. We make sure those fertilizer entities companies are up and running.
All right.
And that would be good.
Okay. What about in terms of the risks associated? I'm sure, like you mentioned earlier on, that we are currently getting a lot of rains. What's your main concern when it comes to your farming activities, or the main threat to your farming activities? Is it the weather, for example? Is it pest and diseases? A cost of doing business as a farmer? What's your main worry or concern?
Okay, my main worry is especially for somebody who's using the island is the weather.
All right.
The weather, but you can't control that. Okay, and then obviously that's why you see those farmers that have really made it. They can control the irrigation.
Yes.
Yeah, they're considered what water bodies that are sufficient enough for irrigating the hundreds and hundreds of hectares.
Yes.
So for me, okay, market's not so much. Okay, you know what? We can when market issues those can be tackled.
Okay.
Okay, because now we have to look into value chain aspect. But at least we've got a harvested crop.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can't even talk of market when the crop has been affected by weather. So for me, weather is
The number one. Okay. Is there any question which you may want to ask me that I might have not maybe mentioned, or something which you may want to ask out of interest from me?
yes. I think I've asked it before. When are we going to have swipe in this shop?
All right. The electronic payment method, we are still working on it. Our accounts department will have it in order soon. Then we can allow you to make, for example, swipe payments or any other electronic through your mobile application without any challenges. All right, Mr. Moses, is there any service that you think we should provide to enhance your farming operation? I know you asked about the issue of us having a swipe machine, but is there any service that you think we should provide? For example, whether it's helping you to market your produce, or linking you to accessing markets locally, regionally, advisory. Would you want us to have maybe a better platform, or even credit? Is there anything in particular which you would want to?
I think those are pretty much. things that are essential in your kind of business, you guys. And also maybe also try to do field days.
Okay, few
Okay,
days.
2 days, whereby you really, get your, so you've got a database of your farmers.
Yes.
Identify where you want to go. Do food days, fun days, food days, those interactives, especially this time of the year when it's when it's nice and plush and green, and when it's no longer really people getting stuck in the mud. They maybe 3 months down the road when
The rains have subsided.
Yes, it's maize. You're seeing the crops are now there. It's tobacco. It's now happening.
Yes.
Do
A few days. Okay.
especially the farmers that you followed up. From start to finish. Supporting you guys.
Yes.
With the inputs. Do food days, and then and also try to okay. I follow ETGs.
All right.
Okay. They seem to be more aggressive somehow. I've seen in terms of food. I've seen a couple of food. I think it's food days or agricultural show setups. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've got a friend there who's also a tomato farmer. He's also ETG, but this can become so I think that whole interactiveness with farmers and creating a platform whereby it's it gives you guys leverage.
Yes.
Mind you, you're not the only ones. You will be seeing. I'm sure you also on other farming groups.
Yes.
With other fellow competitors. You'll be seeing how the trust that they even if it means it's repetitive, but if you make noise,
Yes.
When somebody, what a source person does, you may shrug them off, but you end up just buying with the eye. They keep knocking.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are quite persistent.
That's business.
All right. Okay. No. At this junction, Mr. Moses, I want to thank you for participating in our qualitative discussion.
Okay.
We appreciate you taking your time to interact with us. Thank you very much, sir.
You're most welcome. So, thanks a lot. Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
To continue engaging with you guys in our farming needs.
True.
Yeah.
We hope to continue doing business with you as well, sir.
Bye. Fine. You're most welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Morning. My name is Kunal. I work with a company called.
Anotibatsirai kuzwa kuti mwaka wedu mvura iri kunaya riini here, ndafanira kuisa fertilizer kuzvirimwa zvangu, ndafanira kuspreya musora, kana kuti kana uri mushonga wakati ndoita sei here, mune maapplication here pafoni amunoshandisa?
Zvongotsvagawo izvozvo mawo izvozvo zvongotsvaga kuti mvura inabhesi nechipa kuti wanzoita ndichita ma-irrigation
All right. Yeah, he's saying he use like weather applications to know when they're expecting rain. It helps him to know when to plant, when to come in with the next top routine application, and to even when it comes to harvesting as well.
Okay. And then would he prefer buying fertilizers and agri inputs online through some apps if they get launched somewhere, or would he still be preferring to come to shops and buying the inputs? What would happen if? Yeah.
Varuti kana pakaita ma-applications ekutenga ma-inputs pafoni, mungade here kutenga through ma-applications kana muda kuya? Yeah, he's saying you'll be willing to use the applications to buy inputs.
Okay, no, that's fine. And I'm assuming he's already using WhatsApp and other platforms.
Yeah, more like for WhatsApp or for
Facebook.
Yes.
Okay. What would be his biggest worry for the next season?
All right. Kwamwaka unotera next year, that is concern yenyu kana chamunganyongotyira chingava chii, maprice here mainputs, maproducer price here?
tonzotyire because mazana zvongoti stable, zvisimbokwira-kwira.
All right. He's saying currently now things seem to be stable, so he's not really worried about whether producer prices, input prices, even the weather. He's saying the last 2 years it has been quite stable. So he doesn't have much worry on
next season.
Yes.
Okay. And then is there any service provided from any agri inputs entity which could enhance his farming experience related to credit, advisory, or market access. Let's say credit, if he gets, he said he'll farm more.
Yes.
In terms of advisory, does he feel there is more support to be given to him
Right.
for advisory, like
Advisory.
giving him the advice on the technical things?
Okay. Vari kuti paruzivo ramunowana kubva kuma-agronomists vana mudhumeni muri kugutsikana nazvo here kana pane room to improve kana kuti yeah, he's saying he's quite satisfied with the agronomic advice that he's getting.
Okay, okay. And market access, would he be interested in any sort of deals in the future where, you know, some agri-inputs company is giving him agri-inputs and then on the other side helping him to sell the tobacco to some private people, you know,
Buyers, that is.
yeah, barter deal kind of thing.
Okay. Vari kuti pakaita mukana wekuti mukapiwa ma-inputs ne-agro company mungaderi kumatora asi mozobhadhara through that facility pamunotengesa fodya yenyu kana chirumwa chamunenge munazo. Yeah, he's saying you'd be interested if there's such an opportunity to get inputs, and then when he sells his produce, the company and him can then stay off.
Okay, okay. No, that's fine. I think we got all the information that was required.
Right.
Thank you so much, Trust, for coming down.
Okay.
I'm sorry you're getting late as well, but yeah, thank you so much for answering. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks. All right. Drink if you want.
Is there someone who advises you on what fertilizers to apply to your crops, or is it all done by yourself? How do you do that?
Munosarudza sei mafekeza sei nanokubatsira here kusarudza kana munochuza mega so normally choose on his own.
All right, so you do it all by your own.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. And then is there any preferred brand that you buy your fertilizers from, or is it just the price that you
Just
get?
price, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
Okay.
it's the price.
Okay.
But for next year, for this time, I'll look to it. It's good, no good to like that. So I'll buy for next year.
Okay. Okay. All right. And then is there any agronomist that's always in touch with you, not with us like ETG, but outside ETG in your network?
Yes.
So you get advice from them as well
yes.
on farming.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And since how long you've been taking advice from that agronomist?
It's like 3 years.
3 years.
Yes. Yeah.
And is it a friend or a family member or?
Yeah.
A friend.
Friend. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. No, that's fine. So when you buy a new product, are you confident enough to use it, or you have your reservations and you resort to buying the old fertilizer that you have been using? So what's your approach on that?
For this season, for
No, in general, this season or previous one.
Any new brand pane zvamunocompare here to see performance yazvo kana kuti munoasesa sei kuti muri kufara neproduct yacho yamunenge matenga.
it's like watakatanga kutenga kuti munomari tinoti asitoona mbeu yedu itizoza kuti performa zvakanaka kuramba chitenga kuti
Okay, so he doesn't say we assess how it performs. If it's giving us good results, then we continue with it.
Okay.
If we are not happy with it, we switch to what we had previously.
All right. So he's open to trying new products.
Yes, he's open to
but then in small quantities so that he can assess the performance and then he can decide on buying. Is it that?
Yes.
Okay. No, that's good. That's good. And then how often do you buy your fertilizers? Like what time intervals? Is it weekly, monthly? How?
Like for planning, just like almost every day I'll buy.
Oh, every day you're buying something
Yeah,
or the other.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. And are all these purchases planned? Like, do you plan it, or it's just like your field guys just tell you that, boss, we need this fertilizer today, and you just buy? Which one is your method of doing that?
Like your planned for day. I need 10, 15 bags. Next day, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Then for your like for your farm, something like 10 hectares. I was planning for 10 hectares. I will buy 10
put it and then buy more.
Yeah.
So as you proceed towards the hectares, you keep
Yes.
buying. That is your
Yes.
okay. Okay. No, makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So right now, when you're buying your inputs, how do you decide which shop to buy it from? What is one thing that draws you that takes you to that shop?
Varuti pamunosarudza kutenga mafertilizer paya munosarudza sei kuti nda kutenga kukampani iyi kana kune iyi munoconsider quality service here vanokasika kubatsirai vari friendly here mutengo quality
toconsider tobatwa zvakanaka here then oconsider uchinhu chacho kuti adyara kuti aona kufamba noconsider kuti tobatwa zvakanaka.
So he's saying I consider quality in terms of the customer care, the product itself, is price friendly. It's also giving us good results in return.
Okay, okay. So that's how you decide, where to go.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell us one bad experience that you had buying fertilizer or crop protection or seeds or any farm-related product in your previous history, and then what did you do about it?
For your crop is fine. Because for today I will leave for that farm, but for products for like for tobacco it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm not any experience. I'm tenga whether mshonga kana fertilizer. Ndakwana ma results amaita risire. Akuti pane makamutengere ma inputs ekurimisa. Kupai ma results asina kufadza. Kuti pamwe matenga mushonga muda kuspraya sora. Pamwe nakufa. Pamwe fertilizer maisa. Not mono. Anyway, it can be another company or input provider.
Mushonga. Problem here alright.
Okay. So you mean mushonga is around it?
Fertilizer.
Okay. So you're saying you have had bad experiences with the herbicides?
Herbicides?
Herbicides, yeah. Not from this, but from other shops. He buys, sprays the chemical, the weeds are not dying.
Okay. So what let's say he's bought that herbicides and then he sprays and it is not performing. What does he do about it? Like does he take the product back to the
So pamakaita machallenges pasina kufa sora iri makanodzokera neproduct iri kwamaritenga kuti mushonga usikushanda kana kuti makanotsvaga kumwe
takangosiyana nazvo takangoti pamwe isakanaza direction yesenzo ichitwa nevamwe vakomana saka tinonyazoziva kuti problem yedu aitika ipapo saka tichidzokera takangoramba takangozongotsvaga kuti what was this right.
He seeked for an alternative method. The reason was that he didn't know whether the problem was with the product that he purchased or they used it wrongly, so they went for another product choice. That was the solution that he took.
Okay. So he couldn't make out what was the problem.
What was the problem? Yes. Okay. He just opted to take another alternative, buy another chemical and use.
Okay. So just to scrap that product and to buy
another product.
Okay. So when you buy your inputs and you're buying a particular product, let's say ammonium nitrate or urea, how do you know that you're getting a good price? Do you compare with other shops in town?
Yes.
All right. So you do a price comparison.
Yeah.
Okay. And is there any other way of getting that information outside the shops? Do you speak to some other agronomist as well? What's the price going on, something like that? How do you?
Out of that, apart from you doing my price comparisons, mune dzimwe nzira here dzokwana maprices kuzo either WhatsApp groups unofonda nongo maagronomist kana kuti vana mafriends anongokuudza kuti kwakati kune he prefers personally checking.
Personally checking from shop to shop.
Yes.
Okay. No, makes sense. So any personal brands which are his favorite or maybe brand products which are favorite and he likes using them?
What mune brands anofarira here kana kunoferesa company kuti kufarira company yakati neyakati or maproducts kuti no kana uri mushonga wesora kuda uyu neuyu kana kuma brands mafertilizers unofarira api for example?
like vanapa fertilizer nengofarira panapa.
Okay.
Ndozvinotengesa muende kushaya panapa.
All right. So he's saying he predominantly likes ETG products, but if he can't get ETG products, that's when he buys somewhere else.
All right. So which brand or
Which brand? So mukashaya muno munotenga Sparklet here, Farming City,
Farming City.
Yeah, so he's saying Farming City, Sunray, that's the other one that you prefer to buy from.
All right, Sunray or Farming City?
Or Farming City, yes.
Okay. No, that's fine. So does the packaging or the look of the product, does it have any sort of appeal to you while making the purchase? Do you,
kuti packaging yemasaga yaya munonzveinokukwezva iye kuti musarudza product inoda kuti nditenge kuti inoyevedza it looks kuti zviri professional zviri proper here.
Titoona zviri proper plus nekushandisa chinhu chachoona kuti chikushanda zvakanaka. Zvafanira ndakatanga kudyara October.
Okay.
Ndakatanga kudyara October saka like fodya imwe ndaidyara December saka ndotonyatsoziva kuti fertilizer iyi ndaitoziva kuti yakandiperformera zvakanaka.
Alright.
Apa iri ndikunotasira yakandiperformera zvakanaka.
He's saying yes, the packaging influences which product or from which brand you buy from.
Okay.
For example, with the products such as AN or urea, they are all packaged, they have plastic inside. The label in itself is legible, it's readable. So that's what also makes him choose a certain product to buy from which another brand.
Okay. So, Trust, what happens if, let's say, if you want to buy 50 bags, which is a requirement from your farm during the season, and you go to a shop and you can't buy it from there because they don't have it. So what do you do next? What happens after that?
For next season.
Even let's say you want, like you say, you tobacco, right? Told them 50 kg bags, say 80. Mawaya kunoku 80 maisha. Munima kuta say, makuno tenga kuta.
Da uno chaga by. So if I was like guys one, the uno chaga by in one.
Yeah, you say now would be forced to win buy it somewhere else.
Okay.
Because my crop needs the amount of money.
Okay, so if it is an urgent thing, then if his preferred shop is not having that, then he might go to the other shop to buy it because it's urgent.
Agent, yes.
Okay. No, that makes sense. So, what sort of delivery timelines he usually looks for when he is buying the fertilizer, like 40-50 bags, like the kind of purchase he makes? Does it want it like on the same day, next day, after 7 days? What sort of timelines does he do?
Kurukunzi mauya pano muda fertilizer maisha anitika tinga nonoke kana mungatimirire nemazuva mangani akawanda sei kuti tikupe fertilizer
2-3 days.
2-3 days. Yeah, so saying 2-3 days, you could delay by 2-3 days.
2-3 days. Okay. And is so this 2-3 days is always like this during his tobacco season, or does it fluctuates between very urgent and 2-3 days?
Okay.
Or is it just 2-3 days across the season? Okay. Like the urgency.
Correct. So ngati mbotita ati 2-3 days. Dzinodependa here kuti mabva kudya kana kuti pakutoti crop yenyu iri kutoda fertilizer ipapo.
Kana uchidyara unotoda uchiisa but ukashaya 3 days hazvina problem unongoisa.
Alright. So it's saying like with, for example, when they are planting or establishing their crop, they can delay even further, 2-3 days. But if it's agent, it can't go beyond 2-3 days.
Okay. So really depends on the situation.
On the situation, yes.
How urgent it is.
Yes.
Okay. But then, let's say he's come to a shop to buy something. The shop doesn't have it.
Yes.
It's an urgent requirement. And he goes to another shop. How much of a hassle is that for him? Or is it a general practice, or he's used to it, that okay, I go to this shop, I want to buy this now, and they don't have the products, and I just go to the different shop. So is it like a regular thing for him, or is it becomes a bit of hassle going to different shops?
So, kurukunzima uyapani taishaya inakuda for example to maenda ku mukaitadza kuiwana parizvo eireni iyoyo anitika zvinonyanyonesa here kuti mubva maiwana ipapo here kunext shop zvinozokumanidza kuine kune imwe shop zvakare here kana kuti munenge makuda kumirira kuzodzoka kwatii kuti mutenge.
Zvakudipendera nemazuva manje kuti ufana kumira here kuti mambo zvafanana izvo so tine mvura yanayo izvezvi saka unongotori nechallenge ufana kungotiwana to kuti uise maisa neunyoro nonochi.
All right. So he's saying it depends with the prevailing, like for example, weather conditions. We had recently some very good rains, and his main farming activity depends on the rains. So you would want to maximize on the opportunity of getting the product. So let's say, for example, if he comes here, he can't get it. He is forced now to hustle as much as he can, so he has to maximize on the opportunity. But let's say if he has an opportunity to delay whilst he's waiting for our product, there's no problem. He can delay. Yes.
Okay. So, but then how is he managing his logistics of taking the fertilizers to the farm?
To the farm. All right. Vari kuti pamunotenga fertilizer paya pakuitakura munotakura nemidziyo yenyu here, like nemotikari yenyu here, munohaya here?
Takura nemota.
Okay, yeah, he uses his own personal car.
His own personal vehicle is used?
Yes.
How far would be his farm from the main town?
Okay.
Yeah, like 10 kilometers.
10 kilometers from Karoi town? Okay. So you bring your own car, you buy the fertilizer, you go back to your farm?
Yeah.
It usually happens in a day, like you come, you buy, you go?
Yes.
Okay. That's fine, that's good. So if we can rank in order these factors to decide buying inputs, let's say if we talk about price and brand and reputation and product availability, also the credit facility, which factor is like the top factor where he decides to buy?
Alright. Pamunosarudza paya kutenga zvinozokusvitsai pakusarudza kuti ndakunotenga kukambani ukuku, munotarisa here kunyanya, for example, ungave uri mutengo here, brand, the quality yeproduct here, neavailability, kuwanika kwayo. Chii chinokukwezvai kuti muti ndakunotenga kukambani iyi? Pane zvanataura kuti brand, price, credit facility.
Kazhinji kacho kumafertilizers hatichanyatsvaga price dziri, especially because pamwe unonoona yakachipa but isiri yetu afeka.
Okay.
Saka tinowanzofavor like makambani, mabrands emakambani.
Alright.
Zvafanira kuti takutoziva kuti ichiti totoziva kuti ikambani inoita gadzira zvakanaka.
Alright.
Fertilizer inenge right, saka ndozvatonwanzofavor. Handikufavor nyamwe nditoona tonzwa kuti iripo fertilizer but ndikwanisa kunotenga ipo
quality inenge yakaderera. Alright.
It's still there.
Okay. So he's saying he prefers working with brands because some prices may be low and favorable, but the quality of that product is poor. So high quality brands, that's what they prefer, despite the price being a bit slightly higher. The one thing which when they use it in the fields, it gives them good results of performance.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So is it's always quality of the product
Quality
and the brand above the price?
Yes.
Okay.
They more of like associating the quality with the brand. So the brand, yes, in relation to the quality.
Okay.
So like he's saying, with ETG products, they're of good quality because we've seen that they're well packaged, they give us good results, they perform well. So they may cost slightly, maybe higher, not a problem. We'll better buy those than buying something cheaper, which ends up giving us better results.
Okay. So is his farming done for commercial purposes? Is he supplying to companies after harvesting, or is it selling by himself? How does his farming work?
Okay. So varuti mafaming operations enyu kurima kwamunoita kuya munorimira kambani here, zviri self funded here, munozvifambisa sei?
Because like after nekambani ndakarima nayo but kuti vangu just like kutripa kutengesa nechibva ndakangopiwa just like company vangotipa just like 2 hectares shit.
Okay.
Then the rest
it's self-funded. Okay. So he's saying that yes, part of his farming operations they are more like contracted, but the other portion it's self-funded. But the contracting company is willing to buy from him when he harvests. Yes.
Okay. So part of it goes to the company? To the
company, it's contracted to the company. Contracted like saying 2 hectares, it's contracted to the company. The remaining hectarage It's self-funded,
Okay.
but the company which contracted him is prepared to buy from
Okay.
him when he harvests.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. No, that's good. So then the part which goes to the company, which is contract farming,
Yes.
is he mandated by the company to buy inputs from a certain place, or is he still free to buy it from wherever he wants to?
All right. So for the 2 acres contracted company, it's munonzi necompany yacho iyoyo mutenge kubva kwavari here kana vanokupai ivo or vanokutenderai kuti mutengewo kubva kune vamwe vanhu. Okay. Yeah, he's saying for the contracted acreage, the company supplies them with everything. For those 2 acres, that company supplies everything, all the inputs.
Okay.
But for the other self-funded area, he can do whatever he wants.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. No, that's good. So, has it ever happened that for his obviously self-funded operations of farming, he did not get a particular fertilizer in Karoi, and he had to go all the way to Chennai or maybe Harare to buy it? Yeah, something like that.
So panguva yamakore apfuura muchirima aya pakamboita nguva yekuti maida mainputs here, ungave fertilizer kana mushonga, mukaushaya muno mukaroi mukazi ngomanikidzwa kuenda kana kuti maybe kumagunje kumangura kana kuchinhoi kunotenga. You always get the moon on.
Yeah.
All right. Are you saying he's never had an experience where he was forced to drive outside of Karoi to get those inputs?
Okay. But then the next question is it an option for him? Is he that kind of farmer who would be willing to travel outside Karoi to get the inputs that he wants if he's not getting it in Karoi?
All right. Kuri kunzvaomesesa mashaya muno mukaroi mungasvikire padanho rokuti ndakuchienda kana kuti kumangura kana kuchinhoi kuti ndikwanise kuwana mushonga iwoyoyo.
It's very slim. Also, no challenge.
All right. You saying chances are very slim for us to not usually get products. They usually come here.
Okay.
Yes. But he's saying I've never had
such an
experience. Normally, they're always available.
But then, if a situation like this arises, hypothetically,
yes,
then is he willing to travel to other places just to get the fertilizer?
Alright, but tomboti zvanyatsoomesesa muda AN muno mukaroi hamuna kana tsanga 1 mungaonere kuchinoi kana zvaomesesa. Okay.
Hello?
He's saying
Sorry, just one second.
Maserere. Wabana ngoti pinde mtaoni tumne